Let's play this video from Walmart.
Well, this is quite disgusting.
I was talking to on Ring of Fire this week to Mark Potuk from the Southern Poverty Law Center, and it's amazing. I mean, and he's a very measured guy, right? I mean, he won't make conclusions, but he said since the inauguration they have tracked something like 1,300 hate crimes or events. And 37% of them, the assailants referenced Trump. 37%, they actually literally said they cited Donald Trump.
As in, like, this will really piss him off because he's so opposed to what we're doing.
Exactly. I oppose Donald Trump so much that I'm going to commit this hate crime as a way of embarrassing him. Here is some. Do we know who the guy is? Some a-hole in an Irving, Texas Walmart. And I was asking him about this, and he said, look, he actually was telling, I was asking Mark Potuk about how can you know that having the president has an influence on this? And he gave me some interesting statistics. He said, immediately following 9/11, the number of hate instances involving Muslims in this country rose like 1,600%. He said, however, 3 months out, President Bush had done such a good job that in 2002, such a good job of saying we're not at war with Muslims or Islam, that number dropped by 67%. He said in 2010, and it stayed static until 2010 when Pam Geller and Spencer got involved in the so-called Ground Zero Mosque, and it spiked, went up to 50%, went up by 50%, and it's been growing since then. So there is a dynamic where when there's leadership or narratives, media narratives, that it can change the behavior of people. And I don't think it's a coincidence that you see something like this from this guy in Walmart.
She'll be back in a few minutes. She said 2 minutes.
So look at that. Who do you think pays her hospital bills?
I don't know.
I do.
You can ask her.
I pay her hospital bills. She's a foreigner. She come over here. She gets sick and fat and obese, and she can't do anything. She can't work, but I have to pay her bills.
Okay.
You see what I mean? Am I fat and obese? I go to work every day. I pay taxes.
Okay. Me too. I pay my own taxes
All
too.
of these foreigners are living off of us good, working white people.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, I'm just telling you the truth. It's all right. I mean, I know you ain't leaving. I know you're here to stay. Y'all should go to your own countries and fix up your own countries. And try to get your own country to be a
Okay, sir. I don't want to hear that anymore. That's it? Okay, and she's going to help you, okay?
Does this work?
Unbelievable. Just the level of arrogance that this guy could actually look this woman in her face. I know you're not leaving, but you should. I know you're here paying your taxes, but you have an accent.
And that's what's, yeah. That's
Something
obviously
a little bit
what's
Dennis Miller
empowered.
about his like laugh when he's like, I know you're not leaving.
Yeah. I also think that, I was just, like, I guess we were making the point during the campaign, which was true, that Republican candidates have always played with racism, and now Trump is just doing it without the subtext. But this sort of these incidents obviously show you why, even as disgusting as it is, the sort of subtext actually mattered, because it still wasn't giving that level of social sanction.
Right.
You know.
Right. And, it is, and people should just also be aware, and I think probably there's a lot of people who listen to this program are fully conscious of it, but I want to make sure that We're explicit about this. You can watch that guy and listen to that guy and think, what an asshole. But also keep in mind what's going on with that woman who is dealing with him. Because when we watch this guy being an asshole, it ends when we're done watching it. But she carries this with her every single day now. I mean, which is not to imply that she hadn't experienced it before. I would imagine it's not. But this is something that, sticks in her brain and weaves her, her experience every day now. And like I say, probably before this, it's filtered through those guys' comments. And so it's important to sort of keep that in mind. It's not just this guy being an asshole. It is the implications for that woman's life. Really just unbelievable. I mean, and I would add, that guy would not say it if she was a he. Nope. Right? I mean, not in a million years. Hey, it's Sam Seder. Why don't you subscribe to this channel? You can do so right over here. Over. Subscribe.